Hello everyone, welcome to another video about XAF. In this case, we'll be showing another custom integration that we have done. We always do this video to present everything that is achievable in XAF, specifically in this case in Blazor, but also in Windows, in web form. We can always integrate any control, any component, anything that we need to see fits. If it's a .NET control, you name it, we'll have it here. In this case, it's as simple as a spreadsheet container. I say as simple, but spreadsheets is one of the more complex controls that we have. I remember in a talk, Joche, with Miguel Di Casa, when he was, if you remember, before he joined Microsoft, he was one of the actual warriors against all the closed source. So he was in favor of open source, and I'm really glad that Microsoft went that route. But in that time, he was actually working in the Excel version for Linux. And he said that it's one of the biggest piece of software that he has done, that he was crazy, that thanks to the community, he a lot of times received a piece of code from, I don't know, Russia, from Spain, from all the place, and everyone putting together was the end result. Well, now coming back to this, we have a application that needed some spreadsheet functionality. You know, some people are used to Excel to drag and drop. Some people are used to the formulas to this. This is something that is heavily used in a lot of fields. And of course, we sometimes need to have this functionality in our application.
I
You want
think
to
we
mention
need to
something
have
else?
that functionality, Javier, all the time. Basically, all the financial system of the planet is handled in Excel. If you don't have an application, you will have an Excel spreadsheet. So it's something really useful to have, especially if it's integrated in your SAF application.
Exactly. So we didn't have a spreadsheet that has all the functionality that we wanted in Dev Express. So we went the Syncfusion route. And as always, let me show we have our custom property editor right here, or spreadsheet property editor. These are all the layers that we know, in that we right now we don't need an adapter. We have the spreadsheet model, and right here we have what will be our component, the spreadsheet components that we have right here, or tracer, and we have our public properties that becomes parameters in our spreadsheet tracer component. And right here, I always like, Hocha, when we go the full JavaScript route, we only need a div with an ID. Then from there, we inject anything we need. So basically here, if you can check on after render, we're gonna invoke our render spreadsheet JavaScript function. And then we're gonna pass the spreadsheet element, the content, and the .NET reference, because one thing that we will be doing here is all these methods here are gonna be invocable from JavaScript. That's one thing that I really like about the JS runtime, is that you call JavaScript function from .NET and then call .NET function from JavaScript. So with that in mind, we're gonna go to the JavaScript, and then you have the render spreadsheet, and then you call and pass all the parameters. You follow the documentation of that spreadsheet control, and then you have all the functionality about selling a saves, about calling from here. We're gonna create the spreadsheet from the file. So basically, if we have an Excel and we wanna open the file, and so on, so on, so on. So with this implementation, as we can see here, we are going from our Razor component to our JavaScript counterpart. And right here, we're render the spreadsheet, but then on the spreadsheet, we're hooking the event from the spreadsheet component to doing our own logic, because one thing that we want to do is when we do a change, we want to be able to save it with our controller, with our save action from XAF. And if you see, we have here our save spreadsheet controller, where we actually do that. We hook into the execute action, and then we call the save spreadsheet JavaScript function that actually calls the save on the component. So that's basically it. I think that is really useful. In this case, the use case was sending a spreadsheet to a supplier. They fill out, because they have been always using that spreadsheet, they fill out some information that they need to require, they save, or application will send an email, a manager will take a look at those submissions, and from there on the flow that they normally have in their business logic. Well, that will be all for this video, and thanks for watching.